And good afternoon. Welcome now to Bobby Strenfel Field on the campus of Poplar Bluff Senior High School. Joining us right now, the head coach of the Mules, head coach John David Patillo. And coach, a beautiful afternoon. High school baseball, SEMO conference game, your Mules against the Bearcats. Your first thoughts on the contest here today?
Yeah, it's going to be a good day. Good day for baseball. And, you know, Dexter's got a good club, and they're coming in here, and we found out some things about our conference tournament today, but it's going to be a good day.
So first off, congratulations, your Mules earning the #1 seed in the upcoming conference tournament. How does that make you feel and the team as well? Do they even know that yet?
Yeah, they do, and it's good because that was what we were striving for early, but at this point it doesn't matter. You know, we got to go out and play. We've got a plan on what we want to do, for the tournament, and we just got to put that into place.
A little bit of changes here when it comes to your offensive lineup, it looks like. Tell me about those changes, and what are you looking for, especially of the top three guys here in the lineup?
Just moving some guys around. We want to make sure that, Dobbs is in the top three. He's getting a lot done, and I just want to move him up. The guys that are, putting the ball in play and giving us opportunities with ribbies and runs. That's, we're trying to get them as many plates as we can.
What's funny is at 2 o'clock this afternoon, you made your decision, about 2 o'clock it was, you made your decision on the bump here today. You're going to go with senior Noah Spain. What about him gives you the confidence that he'll be able to go deep in this ball game?
Well, he's our best pitcher. He's been pitching really well, and we have no hesitation on giving him the ball. And we know he's going to keep us, in the game.
Let's talk about the other pitchers here. If you have to go to your pen in this ball game, who would that be, do you think?
More than likely, we'll go with Hall and probably Tabanera today.
Let's talk about your outfielders. I think our outfield is one of the best outfields in all the conference, maybe even Southeast Missouri in general. How big is it going to be for those guys to be on point defensively here today?
Yeah, everybody's got to be up and ready to go, and the guys in the outfield, we don't have as much wind as we've had, so sun's always an issue on this field, just the way everything faces. But other than that, it's just going out and playing.
Let's talk about the Bearcats. They're coming in. They're 12-5. They're amped up here to be in Poplar Bluff. They're going to go with Justice Lovelady. He'll get his 5th appearance on the mound here today. What do you know about him, and how confident are you that our hitters will be able to hit off of him today?
Well, he's a righty. He's young. He's got a good arm. I know he hasn't thrown a ton of innings, but he's we have faced a ton of that. So the big issue is we got to handle the things that we can control.
Absolutely. So in your mind, this game obviously doesn't mean much when it comes to the conference seeding, but to the players, I think this game still means a lot to them, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, it's still a conference game. Our kids want to come out and play well, and we should come out and play well.
So other than scoring more runs, sorry, I took your line from you, to beat Dexter and get back in the win column for us to get our 10th win of the season, what's it going to come down to in your mind, Coach?
Just getting behind Noah, putting the ball in play with runners in scoring position, and, getting some runs across the plate.
Are we going to see another stare down here during the national anthem after the game, after this already started, do you think?
We'll see.
I like it, Coach. Good job, or congratulations, obviously, on the #1 seed coming up. Go get them. We'll see you guys afterwards.
All right.
All right, head coach John David Patillo joining us live on the pregame. It is the Mules coming up and the Dexter Bearcats. I'll step out of the way here. That way the ball won't hit me. So, of course, it is Mules and the Dexter Bearcats coming up. We are about 20 minutes out from the opening pitch here this afternoon. It is a gorgeous afternoon, so make sure and stick around. Don't go anywhere. We've got much more coming up as we continue live on the pregame show, Bobby Strenfel Field on the campus of Poplar Bluff Senior High School. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball. We are live on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. All right, so we are back now with you. We are back in the old press box, and what a gorgeous afternoon for high school baseball. Dexter taking on the Mules of Poplar Bluff. Obviously, you can't not mention that it's also a reunion, a homecoming, so to speak, with Coach Edwards coming back to Poplar Bluff. Of course, he was here for a long time as the head baseball coach, and went on to Dexter 3 years ago. So it is always good to see Coach Edwards back in Poplar Bluff. And coming up here this afternoon, the Mules will take on the Dexter Bearcats. Now, you did get a chance to hear Coach Patillo earlier on talk about this ball game coming up, and honestly, he is right. It's not going to matter when it comes to the seeding of the conference tournament, I should say. But what it will do is it'll give both of these teams a little bit of confidence, because if both teams are to win their first game matchup, what that would set the stage for is maybe a semifinal game. Tim, put your shoes on, my friend. We've got Wasps here in the press box, and Tim is not only our camera guy, he's also our Terminator, our pest control guy, whatever you want to call him. Literally, Tim will do it all. Anyways, back to the topic in hand. Coming up here, the Mules here against the Bearcats. Obviously, these two teams, they want to win. They've got something to prove, and we're going to find out coming up here in just a few minutes exactly what these two teams have in store for each other. Also, we've got the mega raffle going on today as well. They're going to be announcing names all afternoon, so that's going to be a lot of fun too. So many great prizes are going to be up for grabs. I would love to get Tracy Hall to come on the air with us. Tracy Hall right behind us. Maybe she'll have time. I don't know. Very, very busy lady. But if she has the time, would love to have her live on the program at some point. I know right now she's got boxes near her. She's going through stuff. It's ridiculous in here. But wait, we'll try to get her on later on if it's at all possible. Nevertheless, no pressure added there. We've got the mega raffle going on here today. So much fun going on. Hard to believe that our season, literally, we're already toward the end of April. We are getting closer and closer now to the beginning of May, and that just means our seasons are starting to wind down somewhat. It's hard to believe. Got Mr. Greenwald right behind me as well. Joe Greenwald does a great job. Like to have him around. He does so much for so many folks. Always good to have him alongside. He is, of course, part of that Mules Booster Baseball Club. And, of course, we've got so much going on as we get ready for the opening pitch here this afternoon between the Mules and the Dexter Bearcats. Now, coming up, it'll be the opening pitch in just a few moments. We're getting everything set. And as soon as we get it all set, we are watching for... Matter of fact, we are watching here today for the umpires to make their way into the stadium. And, of course, coming up, speaking of which, we'll have the same umpires as we had yesterday. The only difference is, I believe, Jimmy Smith will be behind the plate. That means Eric Lambert will be in the field coming up today. So at least now we know who the umpires are. And I can give them the credit that they deserve as well. Very good guys, both guys very well known in the area. And it's always good to have umpires that you know and that do a good job as well. All right, so we are literally about 12 minutes away from this game starting off, and both teams, they are here. They are ready to go. All we are waiting for now is just the umpires to make their way into Bobby Strenfel Field. Great crowd already here. The Mules now, they are coming out. Jackson Beast. Also, you've got, looks like Remington Season Good jogging out toward right field. Most of the Mules staying loose right now, and they are jogging to the fence. By the way, we have just been told that we've got, I believe, a game added to our schedule. I believe that is right. I'll let Brandon get in here for just a moment. I'm not sure if he knows this or not, but I do want to make sure that he knows because he is the PA guy. Listen, first off, I wanted to let you know, live on the air, you may already know this, you may not know this. I was told Monday we have a game added to our schedule. It is at home against East Carter.
I did not know that.
You do now.
Well, thank you for the update.
And I think because we've got the OFC going on the same time, it was supposed to be at 4:30. They're going to try, because of me, I'm sorry, we're going to try to move it to 5 o'clock so that way I can get here, get things set up, and ready to rock and roll. Okay. So now you know.
Now I know. I appreciate the
That's why I brought you in over here. I'm like, I better tell you the same time I tell the fans we now have a new game added on Monday.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be ready to play ball.
So let's talk about, first off, can I make this about you for just a minute? Is that, or not really about you, but your son? Can I do that for a second?
I mean, sure.
Let's talk about Noah here. He's ready for another big outing. This game doesn't mean much anymore when it comes to the conference seedings. Mules are the overall #1 seed, but nevertheless, I know Noah, very competitive. He does not want to sit out this game. He is ready to go on all cylinders. Am I right?
Oh, 100% right. I mean, he's definitely got that competitive nature, unfortunately, probably for me. But, he's going to come out there and he's going to give it everything that he's got. He's going to he's gonna grind, and he's just gonna have to stay calm though, and also stay comfortable while he's out there, and he's just gonna have to really stay in control of the game. He's the one who manages the game and the pace of the game, so he's done really well with that, I believe, over his last several outings, and looking forward to another big day for him, just to come out here and take care of business, and just to settle in and hit his spots and stay in command of his pitches, and so he's ready to go. He was ready to go last night. And even after the game, he said, Dexter, tomorrow it's time to take care of business. So
before the umpires get in here this afternoon, it's coming up on 4:22. Obviously, you and I know the head coach of Dexter very, very well. It's always fun. It's always special to see Coach Edwards back here in Bluff. Am I the only one that feels that way? Do you feel the same way?
No, absolutely. I love Steve. I love his wife, Jennifer, his family, and they're members of First Baptist, been able to be, their pastor for a long time, been able to walk with them through, everything that they've been through over the last couple of years and everything. We're so thankful for, Miss Jennifer and what God's done in her life. And he's a great guy. He's a great friend. He's always been there, always been real supportive and encouraging of me and my boys. And so it's always good to see him back here in Bluff.
It'd be nice if you said that I was a good friend to you. Instead, the whole time, all the way to Camden, you made fun of me because I was going for the Cubs.
No, I'm pretty sure you made fun of me for being a Cardinals fan.
You're probably right.
Because you were rubbing it in that y'all were in first, and it didn't matter.
Can we just be straight for 1 minute? Did we not have some fun over in Camden, though?
We had
some ice cream. We got to eat unhealthy all weekend. It was great times.
Yeah, I mean, you got to eat unhealthy all weekend. That was just the normal.
It's true.
That's just normal for me. So you splurged, I was normal. But
I did splurge indeed.
We had a great time over there, and Friday night's games were just absolutely some of the funnest games to call.
It was cold that night, though. It was pretty
real
cold.
Chilly, but it was a great trip.
Let's address the elephant in the room, and I can say this now because Amanda is downstairs, so she's not in here. Tell me, how are you and Amanda right now dealing with the fact, take away conference, take away the districts, we've only got like 8 games left in our schedule. More importantly, Noah's senior season.
Yeah, we've obviously had a lot of conversations, and even, people asked both of us, did we get emotional? Did we cry the other night at senior night? And Amanda, I think she said it best when she was like, no, but, now if it had been the very last home game, maybe. At that point, she said, and when that hits, it may settle in for us. But, we've got Graham coming right behind, going to be a freshman next year, and then Quinn right after the year after that. So we're going to be around hopefully for several more years, in the baseball program. And, if Noah was moving off and hanging up the cleats, it probably would be a little bit different. But, God's given him the opportunity to be able to continue on playing baseball at Three Rivers. So we're excited to be able to do that and be able to go over and support the Raiders as well.
I can't speak for Tim, and and I won't speak for Tim, but it would be nice, Tim, if you and I got an invite to watch Noah play baseball at the college level. I know a guy that knows a guy that can invite us, but he hasn't done it yet.
Well, I don't know which guy you're talking about, but I will just go ahead and say, any game, you're always welcome to come sit with us and watch for sure.
Can we at least for one more time bring that paw print out one more time?
Maybe. Yeah. You're going to have to ask his mom on that.
Well, no, I'm asking you. I'm afraid of Amanda. I'm asking you.
Well, I'm afraid of her, too. That's why I said you need to ask her.
Well, I know you got to get ready for the ball game. Best of luck to you on the PA. The umpires now making their way in. I think today is going to be a low-scoring game. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think so. It's a little bit warmer today, so, the ball may fly off
and
the bat.
And the breeze isn't nearly as bad.
The ball may fly a little bit further today, so we're definitely going to have to bring our A game and get out here and take care of business, but I do think it could be a very defensive battle.
All right, my friend. Thank you for the time. Go get him today, my friend. Brandon Spain, he'll be on the PA coming up in just a few moments. We are currently waiting for the coaches to make their way out onto the field right now. It's what they're doing right now. The umpires are making their way out to the home plate area, and we'll wait for that to happen. I know that we're going to wait for the coaches, or not the coaches, rather, the umpires, rather. They are making their way over, and they're going to meet with Coach John David Patillo. They are doing that right now. They just met with Coach Steve Edwards. So that is going on, and we are literally moments away from the first pitch here this afternoon. And we will bring that to you live as soon as it gets ready to get underway. It looks like that we're going to be starting maybe a little bit past 4:30, only because we are not quite to the point where they are doing the introductions and whatnot. So now the coaching staff is meeting with the umpires down, let's see here, trying to see, now there's just going over some housekeeping rules or housekeeping measures, I guess. Coach Edwards is wearing the gray jerseys here today. His players wearing the black jersey tops, red numbering, red lettering. Poplar Bluff wearing the pinstripe jerseys here today, the white pinstripe jerseys, and the maroon hats as well. So we are coming up on the opening pitch in just a moment, actually. We are getting very close now to the opening pitch. And, of course, we will turn things over momentarily to Brandon Spain, who is on the PA. Now the coaching staffs for both the Mules and the Dexter Bearcats making their way out to a home plate. Coach Casey Beese out there with them. Also, Coach John David Patillo as well. A lot of respect there between the coaches here in Poplar Bluff and in Dexter. So as we wait to see we are waiting to see when this game is going to begin. Let me cut off the crowd mic here for just a moment. And as we continue to watch the home plate ceremonies here. So we're going to wait for all this to get ready to go. And, of course, we've got some great things to talk about. While we're waiting, can I mention this on the air about what my family and I went through today? It's very interesting, actually. I want to say a big shout-out to Jim Sanchez. He might be here today, actually. I'm not sure if he is here now, but he might be here during the game at some point. He is the owner of Poplar Bluff Living Best Version Media. It's a magazine here in town, and my wife and I were asked, and my son Chance were all three asked to actually be on the cover of the May edition of the magazine. And to be honest, it was because of our roles with the weather coverage that we did back in March and then again earlier this month. I didn't know, I'm a private individual when it comes to stuff like that, so I didn't want to, obviously, it was one of those things where I didn't know if I was going to do it or not. So glad that I did. I'm so blessed and so honored that we were asked to be a part of that, and my wife and I enjoyed it. Tim Hicks, actually, he's going to shake his head at me, but Tim took the photo of the actual magazine itself. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few moments. Let's turn things over now to Brandon Spain. He's got your starting lineups. Nope, not yet. All right. So, no lineups here as of yet. Let's go to a quick break. We're going to come right back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Welcome to Ozark Total Healthcare. Here we understand that every family's healthcare needs are unique. Whether you're looking for primary care, behavioral health, physical therapy, or hospice care, our compassionate team is here to support you in every stage of life. Plus, our comprehensive pharmacy and medical equipment service means you can find everything you need right under one roof. Remember, at Ozark Total Healthcare, it's one call, one team, one solution. Visit ozarktotalhealthcare.com or call 573-686-5510 to learn more.
All right, so we are back now, and we're going to look over to Brandon. Here is our starting lineups here this afternoon.
For today's matchup between the Bearcats from Dexter and your Poplar Bluff Mules. Let's go ahead and get to the starting lineups for today. Up first for the Bearcats, batting first and playing center field, number 5, Nolan Alford. Batting second, pitcher for today, number 11, Justice Lovelady. Batting third and playing third base, number 14, Bo Carrier. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 16, Jackson Howard. Batting fifth, your catcher for today, number 1, Jackson Miller. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 6, Gibson Booker. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 4, Trey Pettigrew. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 3, Connor Hinkling. And batting ninth and playing left field, number 9, Houston Neely. Now here's your starters for your Poplar Bluff Mules. Batting first and playing center field, number 2, Dylan Hall. Batting second, the man on the hill today, number 11, Noah Spain. Batting third, the man behind the dish, number 12, Bryce Dodd. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 16, Cade Huffman. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 1, Marcus Cavanera. Batting sixth and playing left field today, number 13, Grant Bell. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 10, Ryan Tenchavez. Batting eighth, your DH for today, number 19, Clayton Shaw. Batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 4, Miles Johnson. Playing first base for the Mules today, number 8, Drew Cooper.
All right, so there is the lineups. Now we will pause for today's national anthem.
And remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
right, so here we go now as we get ready to play ball. Let's get you to our starting lineups here. Let's go with the Bearcats of Dexter. They are coming in at 12-5 this season, and the Bearcats will be led off by their senior center fielder, number 5, Nolan Alford, batting second. He'll be the pitcher today. A sophomore, number 11, Justice Lovelady, batting third. At third base, a senior, number 4, Bo Carrier, batting cleanup. It is the first baseman, a senior, number 16, Jackson Howard, batting fifth. The catcher, it is a sophomore, number 1, Jackson Miller, batting sixth. At right field, it is a junior, number 6, Gibson Booker, batting seventh. The shortstop, another sophomore, number 4, Trey Pettigo, batting eighth. At second base, sophomore, number 3, Connor Hankins, and batting ninth, it is a left fielder, a junior, number 9, Houston Neely. Defensively for your Poplar Bluff Mules, out in left field again today, the sophomore, number 13, Brent Bell. Over in center field, number 2, Dylan Hall, a senior for the Mules. In right field, junior, number 16, Cade Huffman. Looking around the infield, third base, a sophomore, number 10, Ryan Tanchavez. At shortstop, it is number 4, Miles Johnson, a junior for Poplar Bluff. At second base, another junior, number 1, Marcus Tabanera. At first base, junior, number 8, Drew Cooper. Behind the plate, it is junior, number 12, Bryce Dobbs. And on the mound for your Poplar Bluff Mules, it is senior Noah Spain. He is making his 6th start, his 8th appearance overall. He is 4-0 this season to this point. He has pitched 34 innings, 17 hits, 9 runs. All 9 have been earned. He has walked 8, struck out 35. He has also hit 7 batters as well. Earned run average is under 2 at 1.853. All right, so here we go now. First pitch time, 4:36, live in Poplar Bluff. First pitch is popped up, and this one is playable. It'll be Tabanera, dropped it. Tabanera dropped it, had it in his glove, and there is the first base runner of the ball game. It is an E4, and Tabanera now Alford has a runner on first base. So now Justice Lovelady coming up, batting 481. By the way, Nolan Alford, he's got 34 stolen bases this season, caught twice. 94% this season. He thought about going, takes ball 1 a little bit high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes now to Justice Lovelady, who is batting 481 this season. 5 RBIs here this year, 25 hits. You gotta watch Alford over there on first base. 32 stolen bases. Back over to first base is not in time. As a team, the Bearcats over 100 stolen bases so far this year. That is pretty impressive for a baseball team. But now showed, he takes it back, and there is ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes now, as we are just underway here in this ball game. I tell you what, lots going on. So glad that you are with us here when it comes to Mules baseball. We've had a great season so far. Going to be a great day for baseball. This one fouled away down the first base line, and there's the first strike of the ball game. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody down. Alford reaching on an E4 to begin this ball game. So Alford hanging out there on first base. Bo Carrier awaiting on deck. Nobody down. 2-1 the count as we begin this baseball game. There goes Alford. It was a hit and run. It's going to go foul. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, I tell you what, Alford got a great jump over there at first base. I don't think they were going to throw him out on that play. He was ready to go. Just a gorgeous afternoon. Remember yesterday how windy it was? We have the opposite effect here today. 2 balls and 2 strikes here Here is the 2-2 pitch on the way by the senior Noah Spain. Back to first base, who just safe. Good pickoff move by Spain. By the way, 81 degrees at game time, a southwest wind literally at 3 miles an hour. Perfect day for high school baseball. 2-2 pitch up high for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, I tell you what, I think both teams are a little amped up right now. I think for the Mules, take a deep breath. If you're Noah Spain, rock and fire. Don't worry about the E4. Got to go after him. And don't worry about the base runner on first base. Payoff pitch. Good lead by Alford there at first base. Here is the payoff. Runner stays put. It doesn't matter. The first 2 runners on base now on an E4 and then a walk. And now coming up, it is Bo Carrier. I tell you what, you got to watch the double steal by the Bearcats. They're going to do that on you. Their forte. They love doing double steals. We'll see how quickly Alford takes off from second base. Carrier batting .405 on the year. Up high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count now. Carrier, 14 RBIs. And we're going to get a quick mound visit here by Coach Patillo. I tell you what, I like this call to come out and settle down his senior. And Coach Beast is also going to come out there as well. And he's going to talk to the infielders and talk to the pitcher. He needed something to maybe a rosin bag there to kind of get his grip on his hand. I like how Patillo quickly comes out. Let's pause 10 seconds on the radio for station identification on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. Doing a legal ID on the radio real quick, about 11 minutes late on that. It is 4:41. I'm Frankie Castillo alongside Tim Hicks. Here is the 1-0 pitch. This one fouled away, out of play, 1 ball and 1 strike. So now we'll see if Spain here can settle down. First 2 base runners reaching base here. Carrier batting .405 on the year, but Carrier batting .217 with runners on second or third base. Here is the 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a good pitch. This one right to the first base dugout. Boy, I tell you what, ever since Spain had that rosin bag in his hand, he is now throwing better. The last 2 pitches have been really good pitches. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boy, this will be a big out here if the Mules are able to get this out. Spain now comes set, gets the sign from Dobbs, and time is called by the batter, Bo Carrier. Carrier calling timeout. Home plate umpire is Jeremy Smith. Jeremy Smith, our home plate umpire, up high for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Or Jimmy Smith, rather, I'm sorry. Jimmy Smith is our home plate umpire. Our field umpire today is Eric Lambert. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody down here in the top of inning number 1. Big game up for grabs. Just misses up high. Now it is a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 the count. Thank you, Mr. Spain. I appreciate that so much. It means a lot to me. We'll talk about that coming up. Swing and a miss, and there's the first out. What a fastball by Noah Spain. 1 down in the inning. Carrier down on strikes. Jackson Howard now coming up to the plate. Howard batting a whopping .511 on the season. 1 home run, 22 RBIs. He is a big threat here with runners on first and second base. First pitch taken for a strike. Foul ball out to the parking lot. Thank you so much, Paul. I can definitely get you a signed copy of that magazine, I promise you. I got a few extra copies. I'll make sure Brandon gets that to give to you, my friend. Thank you so much. I would like to have some ice cream. We'll have Brandon pay for that, though. How about that? And he held off the pitch. Good movement there. Good pitch by Noah Spain. 1 ball, 1 strike. I tell you what, Ben, he does a great job. Ben Godwin watching right now, a good friend of ours at KWOC, Mr. Hall of Famer himself. Oh, good pitch right down the middle. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tim, he says, great work on the camera angles. You're doing a phenomenal job. I can honestly say, Ben, the cameras you're seeing, that's all Tim, baby. That's all Tim Hicks. Has nothing to do with me. It's his vision coming to light. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 down in the inning. Back-to-back punch-outs. That is a big strikeout there for Spain. Jackson Miller now coming up to the plate. Back-to-back punch-outs. Miller coming in, batting .429 at 10 RBIs. He's got 18 hits. Time was called by the home plate umpire. Our ball game is being brought to you by First Midwest Bank and being brought to you by Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Spain, here we go. Here is the pitch inside. Did he foul it away or did he hit him? Now they're going to get together and talk about it. I thought he fouled it off. I thought he fouled it off on the bat. Let's see what they say. Coach Edwards says it may have hit him. I thought he fouled it. We're going to wait and see. Instant replay here. I tell you what, I think he fouled it. I think it went off the end of his bat. Oh, they're saying ball 1. Wow, okay. I don't know if I don't think that's it's not a ball. I'm going to clear the balls and strikes here. Foul ball, very good. Okay, that's what I thought. No balls and 1 strike. I like how they got together. They got it right. I thought the ball was tipped or fouled, and that's exactly what happened. No balls and 1 strike now. Good job by the officials getting together. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Oh, good pitch right down at Grand Central Avenue. Strike 2. Spain is 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Make sure to hit that share button for us on social media and let us know, more importantly, where you're watching from. Love to hear from you. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch number 21 coming up now for the senior. Mules now trying to get on their winning ways, losing last night. By the way, a new game has been added to our schedule for this season. And got him looking, and there is a called strike 3. The Bearcats end up leaving at 2 on after the first 2 runners reach base. It is 3 consecutive strikeouts, and now the Mules are coming to bat when we come back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Pizza Inn wants to know, what's your favorite slice? Is it our classic Supreme and all its warm, cheesy goodness? Or maybe it's the Meaty Max with its perfect combination of flavors and textures. And don't forget the fan favorite chocolate chip cookie dessert pizza, a mouth-watering masterpiece. Your Poplar Bluff Pizza Inn serves up all your favorites, so no matter what slice you crave, Pizza Inn will satisfy. Pizza Inn, where family and flavor meet.
All right, so let's get ready for the Mules now to come up to the plate as we get to the bottom of inning number 1. And leading us off will be the senior. He is at center field at Dylan Hall. Batting second, the pitcher, Noah Spain. Batting third, it is the catcher in Bryce Dobbs. Batting cleanup at right field at Cade Huffman. Batting fifth at second base, it is Marcus Tabanera. And batting 6th here today, the left fielder is Brent Bell. Batting 7th at third base, Ryan Tanchavez. Batting 8th, the DH, it is Clayton Schalk. And batting 9th, it is Miles Johnson. Not batting here today, it is Drew Cooper. He is over on first base. Now let's take a look now at the defensive lineup for Coach Steve Edwards and the Bearcats out of Dexter. Over in left field this afternoon, it'll be Houston Neely. In center field, Nolan Alford. Over in right field, it is Gibson Booker looking around the horn now. At third base, it is Bo Carrier. Shortstop, it is Trey Pettigo. Over at second base, it is Connor Hankins. Behind the plate, Jackson Miller. And by the way, on first base, Jackson Howard. Behind the plate, it is Jackson Miller. On the mound for the Dexter Bearcats, it is Justice Lovelady. He is making his fourth start, his 5th appearance so far this year. He has pitched 8 2/3 innings, and there's the first pitch to the senior center fielder, Dylan Hall. It is called a strike, and we are underway here in the bottom of the first inning. Lovelady has given up 10 hits this season, 4 runs, 3 earned. He has walked 3, struck out 10. He has also hit 4 batters. He is 0-1 this year. His earned run average is 2.423. Those are the numbers on Lovelady. Doesn't throw extremely hard. A ground ball to a Carrier over to first base. Got him by about 2 steps. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of inning number 1. Coming up next, it is the Mules pitcher, Noah Spain. He is batting .356 on the year, 13 RBIs. He would love to get his 17th hit of the year right here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 down here in the inning. And there's a strike called. Good pitch there by Justice Lovelady. 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. No score as the Bearcats were threatening in the top part of the inning. Mules defense doing a superb job with Noah Spain. 3 consecutive strikeouts to get out of the damage. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Swing and good pitch there. Barely got a tip on it. It is a 1 ball and 2 strikes. Man, Lovelady wasting no time in between pitches. He is ready to rock and fire. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one is popped up to right field. Booker is there to make the catch in the sun. 2 down in the inning, and just like that, Bryce Dobbs coming up to the plate now with nobody on base and 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. So Dobbs, who is batting .412 on the season, comes up. Let's see if he's able to get something going here in the bottom of inning number 1 with nobody on and 2 down in the inning. Here is the first offering on the way outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. One ball and no strikes here. Inside is called a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes here. Big crowd watching us on social media, Facebook and on YouTube. I'll tell you what, we're having a great time here in Poplar Bluff. There is 2 balls and 1 strike. Good pitch there by Lovelady. Robin is watching from the comfort of her back porch in Poplar Bluff. That's awesome. Casey Little is watching from Atlanta, Georgia. Glad to have you alongside, my friend. 3 balls and 1 strike. Mules trying to get something going here as we get ready. We're in the bottom half of inning number 1. A 3-1 pitch. This one popped up and out of play behind us. A full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mr. John Plum Sr. is watching us. Got a kid playing with the mic down there. Got to turn this off. Must be. There he goes. He got in trouble. And there is ball 4. Runner on first base. We're going to have to go down there and reset that mic here in just a moment. A young feller was touching the mic and blowing into it. It happens from time to time. So now we're going to get a courtesy runner there on first base. Caden Jenkins will be the courtesy runner. So now we'll see how aggressive the Mules want to be on the base pads. So Cade Huffman coming up. He's batting 300. This one fouled away to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. We'll fix that on the next commercial break. It'll be all right for right now. No balls and 1 strike as Huffman batting 300 at 15 RBIs. He does lead the team in RBIs. Wouldn't mind seeing one in the gap down there. Big gap between the right fielder and the right field line. Inside for a ball. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. So Spain threw 20 pitches, or make that 21 pitches rather, in the first inning. Here in this bottom half of the inning, Lovelady has thrown 15. Here is the 1-1 pitch. There's a rip, and there is a base hit. Jenkins going to round second. He will go to third. Mules now have them on the corners. What a rip by Cade Huffman. Look at the instant replay on this one, brought to you by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. And now Jenkins, as he got a great jump on first base, he is now on third. First hit of the ball game. Marcus Tabanera has an opportunity with runners in scoring position. He is batting .314, 6 RBIs. He is batting .278 with runners on second and third base. Here is the first offering on the way. Huffman stays put, takes ball 1 outside. 1 ball and no strikes here. 1 ball and no strikes to Marcus Tabanera, the junior for Poplar Bluff. Oh, this one way inside. Tabanera had to get out of the way. Huffman is still standing on first base. Huffman, by the way, he's got 3 stolen bases on the year on 3 tries. Doesn't run a whole lot. We'll see if Coach Patillo puts him in motion. Here is the 2-0 pitch. Right down the pike there for a called strike. Good pitch there by Lovelady. And now he too is going to be at pitch number 20 on this one in the bottom of the first inning. Boy, I tell you what, both teams, they want to win this game so bad, no doubt about it. Both coaches know these teams inside and out. 2 balls and 1 strike here as Lovelady steps off the rubber. 2-1 the count here in the bottom of the first inning. Mules getting the number 1 seed earlier today. There goes Cade Huffman. There's a ground ball for a base hit. 1 run is in. Huffman is going to go to third. The right fielder bobbled for just a moment. Tabanera, he does his job, and the Mules now lead 1-0. Boy, what a great job there going to the right side by Tabanera. It is an RBI base hit, and now the Mules lead it here by a score of 1-0. Jenkins coming in to score. Huffman now, he is on third base. I'll tell you what, that was a great job there by Tabanera, getting that easy hit to the right side. And now runners on the corners again. No balls and 1 strike. 5-3-3. No balls and 1 strike. Mules now lead by a run. It is 1-0. Great camera angles. You see a great job, a great camera angle. This one that get him, I think it hit him in the back. Yeah, it's going to hit him in the back. So now Brent Bell is going to trot down to first base. I thought that one hit him, and it did. And Brent Bell now will go down to first base. Mules have them loaded. Coming up to the plate now, Ryan Tanchavez. He is batting in the 7th spot in the lineup. Mules have them loaded. Tanchavez on the season, he is coming in batting .300. He's got 4 RBIs. The Mules have ducks on the pond, as they would say. I wonder if Coach Randolph says that. You say ducks on the pond, Coach? He says he tries not to. But he also, I will say, he does have one of the best lines I've ever heard Talks about my green drink bringing the grass fart. I'm just saying, it's what he says. It's not what I say. 1 ball, no strikes now to Tan Chavez, the sophomore downstairs. No, they're going to say just enough of the plate. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. So glad to have you alongside here this afternoon as we are underway inside 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. 2-1 the count now as the Mules looking to potentially score some more runs inside. It is now 3 balls and 1 strike. There is nowhere to put him. Mules now have an opportunity. Lovelady, number 27 coming. Here it is. And this one right caught enough of the plate for a strike to be called. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes now. 3-2 the count. Mules trying to get some more runs. There's a pop fly out to left field. Neely gets underneath it, and he will make the catch, and the Mules will leave them loaded. We go to the top of the 2nd inning. Mules have a 1-0 lead. 1 run on 2 hits and no errors. Mules strand 3 runners. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Baldwin Toyota presents the benefits of owning a Toyota. Fuel efficiency. Toyota pioneered hybrid technology combining gasoline and electric power for optimal fuel economy. Reliability. Toyota vehicles are known for their durability and longevity, reducing the risk of costly repairs. A strong resale value. Toyota owners are more likely to fetch a higher price compared to similar models from other brands. Experience these benefits and more firsthand at Baldwin Toyota.
Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. As the name suggests, Barker's does more than just towing.
Here at Barker's, we offer a complete line of automotive services, including tires, brakes, alignments, maintenance, and repair.
And for our car enthusiasts, you'll enjoy our speed shop for quality performance parts.
We are locally owned and look forward to earning your business.
And for those times that you need a tow, Barker's Towing is available 24/7 for all of your towing and auto recovery needs.
It's Barker's by request, 573-785-7811.
All right, so before we get started here in this 2nd inning, let's go ahead now and pause at 10 seconds for station identification. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. I'm Frankie Castillo alongside Tim Hicks right here beside us, doing a great job on the camera as always. So now we get ready for the top of inning number 2. The Mules lead by 1. Coming up to the plate now, Gibson Booker, the right fielder. Booker is batting .222 this season, 4 RBIs. Let's see what he does from the left side. Spain comes set. Inside pitch is called a ball, and we are underway. 1 ball and no strikes, and congratulations again to the Mules earning the number 1 seed in the upcoming conference tournament, which will begin in 7 days right here in Poplar Bluff. Ball 2 a little bit low, 2 balls and no strikes. Mules are going to take on the Kenna Indians next Friday night. That'll be at 4:30, pregame at 4:05, and that means our first pitch at 4:30 at Bobby Strenfel Field in Poplar Bluff. Here is the 2-0 pitch, called a strike right down the middle. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Mules looking for their 10th win of the season, already up here 1-0 over the Dexter Bearcats. Spain looking for his 5th win this season, comes in. Here is the 2-1 pitch. Popped up and out of play behind us. It is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count is even at 2-2. Mules lead by a run here in the top of inning number 2. We've got the SEMO conference starting next week. It's hard to believe that we're already getting into May baseball. It's going to be warm next week too. We added that home game on Monday, a swing and a miss. 4th consecutive strikeout by Noah Spain. He's got 4 now in the ball game. He is picking up right where he left off. Trey Patillo coming up to the plate now, the shortstop for the Bearcats. He is batting $175 with 5 RBIs. Spain really settling down after the first 2 base runners reaching in the top part of the first. 4 consecutive strikeouts. There's a rip to left field. It gets in for a base hit. So good job there by Bell, getting the ball in pretty quickly. A 1-out base hit by Trey Patillo. And now Connor Hankins will come up to the plate. He is batting .312 on the season, 5 RBIs. There, this one popped up, and oh, what a good play. Spain tried to make a play. Cooper dove to make that play and could not make it. And then Spain trying to tag the runner, unable to do so. And now runners on first and second base with 1 down. So that'll be an infield base hit. What a great job. What a beautiful bunt there by Hankins. And there's a rip right back to Spain. Only play to first base. Boy, that was a line drive right back to Spain. 2 down in the inning. Runners now on second and third base. Didn't waste any time on that one. It goes 1-3.
Now batting, number 5, Nolan Alford.
And now we are back to the top of the lineup here. Nolan Alford, who reached on an error back in the first inning. He is up to the plate now. He is 0 for 1 so far in this ball game. First pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 the count now. Runners on second and third base. 2 down here in the top of inning number 2. This one is popped up. This one to right field. Huffman, it goes over to make the play. Side is retired. So the Bearcats leave 2 on base as well. We are going to the home half of the second inning. Mules lead by a run. Back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Here at Mossy Oak Properties Mozark Realty, our clients come first. Our team of full-time agents go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. At a glance, we are outdoorsmen, but if you dig deeper, you will find real estate experts ready to help you write the next chapter of your life. Contact any of the full-time agents of Mozark Realty at 712-2252 or online at mozark.com.
Tired of wondering where your meat comes from? Country Road Market has the answer. We're bringing the farm straight to your table. From fresh cuts to custom processing, we do it all. Bring us your deer, hog, or cattle, and let our expert butchers work their magic. Skip the grocery store and support your local farmers. Country Road Market is located at 558 County Road 507, just off Highway KK in Wapapillo.
All right, so we are back here as we get ready for the bottom of the second inning. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 all due up. Clayton Schock here to lead things off in the home half of inning number 2. Miles Johnson to bat second, and then back to the top of the lineup with Dylan Hall as he will bat third. Coming up, Clayton Schalk now coming up to the plate. Very dangerous hitter. He is batting .267 on the season. He's got 3 RBIs, but this young man, boy, he is so quick. First pitch just misses for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. This one ground ball to the third baseman. He boots it. They got to hurry and got him. What a great play by Bo Carrier. He boots it and still makes the play at first base, even as quick as Schalk is. That was a great play by Bo Carrier. And now Miles Johnson coming up to the plate here in the home half of inning number 2. Johnson batting .333 this season. This one a slow roller to the third baseman and no chance. And now a runner on first base. Boy, by any means necessary, Miles Johnson doing his thing, laying down that bunt at the most opportune time. And now Johnson laid that one down perfectly down that third base line. Hall now comes up to the plate. Hall grounded out to third base his first time. This one is popped up along the infield. At first base, makes the catch. Oh, he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball near the pitching mound. Still going to be out. I thought for a second Johnson was going to take off and head toward second base. So 2 down here in the inning as Howard makes the play, then drops the ball. And not sure what that was about. I guess maybe he thought the third baseman or somebody was behind him. 2 down, and now Noah Spain, who popped out to right field, comes up. 2 down here in the inning. Back over to first base is not in time, as we have a 2 down in the inning. Spain coming up to the plate now for the Mules. Spain entering the game, batting .356. Johnson takes off, and he is safe. Good steal by Johnson. He is now on second base. So Johnson now standing in scoring position. I know it's early in the game, but the Mules have an insurance run in scoring position. Outside for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. Patty Thomas is tuning in. She says, let's go Bearcats. Glad to have you alongside, Patty. Johnson dancing around there on second base. Popped up, get down, baby, get down. And it's gonna drop in for a hit. Good play by the right fielder, Booker, and the Mules using small ball to their advantage, and now they lead by a score of 2-0. Noah Spain helping his own cause for the base hit. Boy, great job by Booker, though. You got to hand it to him. Booker doing everything he can. We're going to get a courtesy runner now to come in for Noah Spain. And coming in will be number 9, Beckett Baldwin. He'll be the courtesy runner over there on first base. So Spain with an RBI base hit. It is now 2-0. Mules now lead. Johnson had a stolen base to get him to second, and then the base hit brings him in. Bryce Dobbs taking a ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Baldwin, good lead at first base. He'll stay put for now. Good pitch. Little bit of movement now. 1 ball and 1 strike. It is a 1-1 count. One ball and 1 strike. This one is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and 1 strike here. I was showing Coach Randolph, who is right behind me. He's going to come up in the next inning, by the way. Hit and run, a foul to the screen, out of play, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I was telling Coach Randolph that my wife and I and my son was on the cover of the Poplar Bluff magazine, Poplar Bluff Living, and for the month of May. I think he was saying that my wife does not do me any justice. A lot more prettier than I am, I guarantee it. Back over to first base, not in time. Randall Atnip is watching. Glad to have you alongside, my friend. There's a rip. This one gets in for a base hit. Dobbs now does his job, and now runners on first and second base. Boy, good job there by Dobbs. A big hit. He has walked and now a single. And now 2 runners on, and we'll see another courtesy runner coming in. This one is Caden Jenkins. He will come in. Runners now on first and second base. Huffman got a base hit his last time. Boy, he would love to go ahead and drive a run in. Beckett on second base. Outside, pitch is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball and no strikes. Huffman looking to drive in a run. There's a ground ball. This one to the first baseman. It's a foot race, and the first baseman will win that one as Howard steps on the bag, and the side is retired. Will the Mules score 1 more run on 3 hits and leave 2 on base? We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Mules lead by 2, back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
We know that having a strong defense is key to winning any game. And that's why you need Edmondson and Holt, attorneys at law, by your side. Just like the Mules face challenges with grit and determination, Edmondson and Holt will handle your legal matters with that same drive and commitment. From complex cases to straightforward advice, Edmondson and Holt is the strong local defense you need. For a free consultation, call Edmondson and Holt at 573-785-0127.
Attention farmers. Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire is running a farm special on tractor tires until the end of the year. Yes, you heard that correctly. Until the end of the year, Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire carries all the big names you know and trust. They also offer all sizes. No matter what size tractor you have, they can get you taken care of. For all of your tractor tire needs, call Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire at 573-840-5053 and ask for Shannon Bradley. That's 573-840-5053.
And we are back here live as the Mules are on top here, 2-0. We're going to bring on Coach Zach Randolph with us. And, you know, Coach Randolph and I go a long way back. I heard a vicious – why are you laughing for, Coach? I'm not sure what's so funny right now.
You're just a funny guy, Frankie.
Funny guy. I heard a rumor about you that can't be true. It can't be true. I refuse to let it be true. I've been told that you're going to be leaving us at the end of this school year. Is that true or false?
That is accurate.
I'm saying false. Fake news is what I'm saying. I will tell you, if you don't mind me saying this,
sure.
First pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes now to Justice Lovelady. We are losing a hell of a guy. I mean that.
I appreciate that. It's one of those things. It's bittersweet. I'm leaving for a head coaching job. It's bittersweet because I'll miss the kids. I genuinely love working with these kids. I told our junior high team the other day when I told them, you know, just because I'm leaving doesn't mean I'm not invested in what we're doing. Doesn't mean I'm not your biggest fan.
You know, Grandma Jackie's a big fan of yours. She may come out here and chain herself to the fence so that way you can't leave. She's 92 years old, too.
That would be tough to walk away from.
It would be tough to walk away from. She'll bring her dogs, too. 3 balls and no strikes now. Honestly, what's it like making that move? And honestly, your heart is here, obviously, but a head coaching position here nearby.
Yep.
It's got to be, obviously, it was one of, I would say, a very emotional time for you, but also at the same time, a very exciting one as well.
Yeah, it's, I told my wife, after I had that conversation with the junior high kids, my first statement to her was, man, am I doing the right thing? Am I abandoning these kids? And, we talked about it, and that's not the case. I'm still going to be around. I'm still going to cheer for these kids. It's a new opportunity. It's a chance for me to grow and explore new opportunities in my career. So it's exciting. It's bittersweet at the same time because, like I said, I will miss these kids.
Lovelady, by the way, drew a walk to begin this inning. He now trots over to first base. I understand what you're saying by, making sure you talk to Jenny, obviously, about the situation, the move. Pop fly to the center fielder, Dylan Hall. We call him Mr. Automatic where I'm from. One down here in the inning. But I guess what I'm confused about was I would have thought you would have consulted me as well, and you did not do that.
You're right. I should have made a phone call to the Castile home and made sure you guys were cool with that.
Well, I'm okay with it, just so you know.
Okay.
As long as you promise me one thing right here and now.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you know this or not, but Tim and I, as the ball goes back to first base, I should say safe rather, Tim and I have the opportunity. We always call the OFC baseball games in October. I'm hoping that you will invite us over to your new school. This one's popped up as well. I think Miles Johnson has a play on this one, and Johnson makes the catch. Now there are two down in the inning, so back-to-back pop-outs, and now two down and a runner on first base. I would hope that we'll be able to come down and cover some of your games too.
Absolutely. Love to have you. Love to have you.
What was that, Tim? He says he'll do it as well, but this center field camera stays here. No, I'm kidding. He didn't say that. Is this not nice, honestly?
Hey, listen. I've seen a lot of schools try to do high school baseball and broadcast.
It's tough.
It's tough, and you guys do a fantastic job.
Can I be honest with you?
Awesome.
If I can be honest, I don't hear lately about the weather and stuff. It's always been people, congratulating me. There's a ground ball right to the shortstop, and the side is retired. We will leave it there. We'll be right back in just a moment. We'll take a 30-second break this time. Let's hear from Subway. We'll be right back. Mules still lead by 2 runs. Tabanera, Bell, and Tanchavez coming up next on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Hey Mules fans, hungry for a deal? Head over to Subway in Poplar Bluff where you can buy 2, get 1 free on footlong subs all day long. Whether you're fueling up before the big game or celebrating a win, Subway has you covered. Don't forget to ask about our team deals and catering options. Perfect for any sports event or team gathering. Subway, food that fuels the mules.
And we are back here as we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And for the Mules, still leading by 2 runs as we are now in this bottom half of the inning for the Mules. Poplar Bluff, Tabanera coming up to the plate. Also, it'll be followed by Bell and then Tanchavez. Spain rolling right now. He threw only 8 pitches in the top part of this inning. So what I was going to say before we went to commercial break is, I know here lately, and Coach, you and I have talked about this, I am so overwhelmed with the amount of folks that really listen to my son and I's weather coverage. I'm very thankful, very blessed. But these camera angles that you see on Facebook and YouTube, honestly, it's all the guy to my right, Tim Hicks. I mean, he has made all this come to life. What was that?
He makes you look good.
He does. I won't lie. He does make me look really good. But, I mean, he puts his heart and soul into all this, and he takes his equipment home, and he puts a lot of time in that people have no idea about.
Yeah, no, I say like I said, I've seen a lot of schools try to do it, a lot of communities try to do it, and you guys definitely knock it out of the park.
No balls and 1 strike here. This one, ground ball over to Bo Carrier. Carrier, long throw to first base in time. Got Tabanera by a step. It is 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Tabanera grounds out. Brent Bell coming up to the plate. Bell was hit by a pitch back in the 1st inning. Helped get that rally going for the Mules with 2 down. A lot of moving parts here today. That big mega rally going on here today, or the raffle, I should say, not rally, but the mega raffle going on. There's ball 1 outside. A lot of moving parts. A lot of people buying tickets and getting some good prizes out of it. So what's the one thing that you're going to miss, you think, about Poplar Bluff? And you can't say me or Tim.
Dang it. I mean, you took the first thing I was going to say.
I took the words out of your mouth.
It's definitely the kids and the relationships that I've built over the last few years. I've really enjoyed coaching the kids here and working with them. Really enjoyed working on the football staff with those guys. That is one thing I will miss, is coaching football.
And talking on the radio at halftime.
Yeah, that too. I mean, you know.
Those were some long walks.
Yeah, you about killed me in Kennett.
I'll tell you what, that was
an adventure for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was blessed because even at halftime of the home games, you made that long loop around the track to come see us every game.
I say,
ooh, this one, foul ball there by Bell.
I was having this conversation with somebody earlier. I will bend over backwards for people who just want to see cool things for kids, and you are definitely one of those guys.
Well, I appreciate that a lot. It means a lot to me.
Anything I can do to help you.
You always have.
Yeah, and I know it's one of those things you're going to return the favor, because we're both we want to see kids do cool stuff.
We're both standout guys. That's what it is. Stand-up guys. Tim, not so much. No, I'm kidding. 3 balls and 2 strikes here.
He's more of a sit-down guy right now.
He's a sit-down guy, no doubt about it. Best in the business for sure. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I'll tell you what, one thing about doing these games, I have a lot of fun doing it. I really do.
It's fun. It's a blast.
We have a little bit of comedy here and there. We get serious when we need to be. It's always a lot of fun, no doubt about it.
Well, especially on a day like today, you've got 2 pretty good teams going at it.
You do. Rival game at that.
A little rivalry going on.
Brent Bell leading a charge here on a 1-out walk. Coming up to the plate now, it is Ryan Tanchavez. Popped out to right field his first time. Yesterday, you would appreciate this. Yesterday, first inning against Jackson, it lasted 41 minutes for 1 inning.
Holy cow.
That's what I said too. 1 ball, no strikes. Jeez. We're at 49 minutes here, and we are currently in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Coach Edwards now coming out to talk to Mr. Lovelady to kind of settle him down somewhat. Coach Edwards didn't walk. He jogged out to the pitcher's mound. You ever do that yourself? You ever jog out there to the pitcher's mound?
Rarely.
Rarely, he says.
Anytime I walk out to the pitcher's mound, I try to keep everybody calm. It's a nice, smooth stroll, and then we have a conversation.
What's your conversations consist of?
It depends on the situation. Some kids, you challenge them, and you kind of tell them to suck it up a little bit, and some kids, you soften it for them, sugarcoat it a little bit. Hey, we're okay, buddy. We just got to find a way here.
I'm going to use that on Tim. The next time he tells me he's got a problem, say, suck it up.
Suck it up.
Rub some dirt on it and get over it.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm going to say.
He's a stand-up guy now.
He is. Runner takes off. Brent Bell got a huge jump, and he is there at second base with no problem. It is 1 ball and 1 strike here. The throw down was in time, but Bell had a great read. Boy, Bell was a solid player, no doubt about it.
Looks like their pitcher might be hurting a little bit.
Yeah, he's not.
Around a little bit.
He is, and that's why Coach Edwards came out to talk to him.
That one I will get out there for.
There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Pettigo over to first base in time. 2 down. Runner does advance over to 3rd base. It goes at 6-3 on the out. So tell me how your junior high season is going. Obviously no game today because of the rainy conditions.
Yep. We played pretty decent Kelly team last night. Ended up beating them 2-0, and then laid it on them in the second game, beat them 10-0 in the second game.
Shot. This one ripped to right field. It's going over his head. What a shot by Clayton Schock, and he's got a double, at least a double. He'll turn that into a triple. It is his first of the season. What a shot that was.
He hit that ball hard.
He hit the daylights out of that ball for sure. It is now a 3-0 game, and that's why he is in the lineup. What a shot that was for the freshman.
I told Coach Patillo in the offseason that Clayton Schock, he's got a swing that's going to translate to the varsity level really well. I'm glad to see him doing well.
That one, Booker came in a little too much, and boy, he paid for that one. 3-0 now as Miles Johnson comes up to the plate, takes strike one. Miles Johnson laid down a beautiful bunt his last time. Third baseman coming in too. He recognizes that he did that last time. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Johnson ended up stealing second base and then got driven in by Noah Spain on a base hit to center field. Outside, a good backhand there by the catcher, Jackson Miller. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, I tell you what, Mules are playing, knock on wood, playing pretty well right now.
Hitting the ball pretty well. Throw it. Noah Spain on the mound shoving it. Doing a great job.
Strike is called, just touched enough of the plate. 2-2 the count now. 2 down in the inning. Big crowd watching us on YouTube and Facebook. It only happened when Coach Randolph came over here. There's a ground ball. There's a base hit by Johnson. Johnson drives in a run. It is now a 4-0 ball game.
That's awesome. Keep laying it on, fellas.
We are on the back to the top of the lineup now. Jacques comes in after he tripled in the ball game. It is now a 4-0 game. Mules adding 2 runs already in the inning. And now Johnson standing on first base. Did have a stolen base earlier today. Back in the second inning. We'll see if he stays put. Here is the first pitch. He takes off. He had a great jump, and here is the throw. Wouldn't have got him anyway. Miles Johnson again in there with his second stolen base of the ball game. 1 ball and no strikes. So Johnson with his second stolen base here leads away from a second base. There is ball 2. Hall now ahead here in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Runner on second base. There's a ground, I should say a fly ball out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike.
I should have parked further down the hill.
Did that one hit yours?
That came awful close to my rig.
I parked pretty far down.
I say you're smarter than me, Frankie.
Well, I've been hit before. I've been hit numerous times. Oh, strike 3 or strike 2. That's only, was that, oh, it was strike 3. Yes, it was. So the side is retired. We'll be back. And the Mules leading it here by 4 runs. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Insurance decisions shouldn't be a shot in the dark. With expert advice, personalized service, and a wide range of carriers, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners should be your first choice. We're not just experienced agents. We're your partners. We offer a wide range of carriers for tailored coverage and better rates. So expect a handshake, a chat, and solutions that fit like a well-tailored suit. For auto, home, business, life, health, and even Medicare, make Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners your first choice for insurance. It's our family protecting your family.
Poplar Bluff Monument Works is dedicated to care, compassion, and community. For more than 50 years and passed down through generations, Poplar Bluff Monument Works has been an important piece of our community, standing with us in our most difficult moments while we grieve the loss of a loved one. Poplar Bluff Monument Works is there to guide you through the entire process. From vision and design concepts to the expertly etched stone monument that beautifully reflects your loved one's life. Poplar Bluff Monument Works, memories carved in stone.
5:32 on this Friday. I'm Frankie Castile and Tim Hicks alongside. Coach Zach Randolph is with us as well. I'll tell you what, when you're on the mic, our ratings go through the roof. They can't get enough of Coach Randolph, folks.
They tell me I got a face for radio, so.
Well, face for TV as well. We'll get that camera on you. So Mules up 4-0. So put your coaching cap on. We're in the top of the 4th now. Your team is down by 4 runs. If you're Coach Edwards, what was your message as you guys come up? It'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up down by 4 runs.
I mean, the message is pretty simple. It's chip away. It's not, you can't try to get it all back at once because that's just not going to go well. It's base runners, get on base, drive them in, just play fundamental baseball. That's all it is.
So coming up now, it is Gibson Booker. He struck out his first time. He is up to the plate now with nobody on. First pitch takes it one foul ball down the third base line. And we are off and running. Our ball game is being brought to you by our good friends at Russians Towing, Baldwin Toyota, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners, and being brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties, Poplar Bluff Monument Works, and our good friends at Pizza Inn. Boy, that sounds good right about now. Is it just me? No.
Pizza sounds fantastic.
It does. Pizza Inn pizza sounds good to me.
Yes.
Takes it right back here. Ball one. One ball and one strike. If you don't like pizza, that's okay. We can all load up and we can go to Subway. But you're buying, though, right?
No.
No, he says no. Maybe the missus will buy for us. We'll volunteer her.
Joke's on you. It's the same money.
I know what you're talking. I get it. I had that same issue at home with 2 balls and 1 strike. I felt like a complete moron the other day when you told me that your wife was pregnant, and I said, "Is that your first one?" And you said, no, this will be my third.
Yeah, this will be my third.
I felt like a complete doofus.
Well, hey, you know, you mentioned the kiddo messing with the mic earlier. Unfortunately, that was my firstborn.
I like it because
he
blew in the mic, but then I guess he realized I shouldn't be touching it, and he walked away pretty quick.
Well, you know, I think he probably looked at it and like, hey, this looks like a toy.
Hey, it's
and
okay.
Then I think his mom jumped in pretty quick.
No. Ground ball hit the Tabanera on a 2-2 count. Over to first base in time. 1 up and 1 down. Boy, Tabanera, great second baseman for the Mules.
The kid can play a little bit.
He can.
I've got his younger brother on the junior high team. That kid can play a little bit too.
I've heard some stories about it. He's a pitcher, is that right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
he pitches, plays a little outfield. To tell you the truth, I think I could put him anywhere, but he does a good job for us.
2 ball, or I should say 1 down. Mules leading at 4-0. 1 away. Trey Pettigo, 1 for 1. He got the Bearcats off with a base hit in the second inning. We'll see what he does here. A swing, he foul tips it. 1 ball and no, or make that no balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, if we get done in time, I don't know where, but my wife tells me that if we get done early enough, we are going to go and sit down and have a good meal together after the ball game.
There you go.
Ground ball hit to Miles Johnson, charging it over to first base. What an extension by Drew Cooper. 2 down in the inning.
Both of them, great play.
Boy, Cooper is becoming quite the first baseman as well. And I'll tell you now, we're going to Pizza Inn, just so you know. I don't want to lie to you, Coach.
I expect you to be honest with me at all times.
We're going to go to Pizza Inn. I'm not going to get a cheese pizza either, I can promise you. That's nasty.
No, Pizza Inn's definitely one of my favorites in town for sure. They do a good job.
Yes, they do. A swing and a miss, no balls and 1 strike. 2 down in the inning. Connor Hankins is up to the plate, singled his first time. Tried to bunt his way on and was successful. Pops it up, out of play, no balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes here. Mules a pitch away from getting out of the inning. Spain comes set. Pitch number 49 coming up for the senior. Pops this one up, and this one gets out of play. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Frankie asked me earlier about what I would miss most about Poplar Bluff.
Yes.
I'm looking through a window here, and I'm seeing 2 of my baseball players, my junior high guys, not watching the game, but they are down here playing with a couple toddlers, just having a grand old time. That right there tells me that we've got some good kids around here.
We do.
And
swing and a miss.
There we go, attaboy. That's the stuff I'm going to miss.
Absolutely. 3 up and 3 down, and let's go to the bottom of the inning. Spain coming up next. You're watching and listening Mules Baseball. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Russian Towing and Automotive is here to help. A cracked windshield or unexpected car trouble? Russian Towing has you covered. Since 1956, the Russian family has been dedicated to keeping our roads safe. Now Russian's Towing offers comprehensive auto repairs, on-site windshield repairs, and full windshield replacements. Whether it's a cracked windshield, an oil change, unexpected car trouble, or you need a tow, it's Russians to the rescue at 573-785-6349.
And we are back here. It is in the top, or make that bottom of the fourth inning. Boy, a good friend of ours just making his way up to the broadcast booth. I wish I saw this guy more often. Josh Dowdy, the athletic director of Dexter. So good to have you alongside, my friend. How in the world have you been doing?
Doing great, my friend. It's nice to be here, especially this nice day. And I thought we were going to have more rain in the forecast, but we've got sunny skies. And
absolutely.
And that brings a smile, but just seeing you brings a smile, too.
Right, absolutely. I tell you what, ground ball hit sharply to the second baseman, over to first base in time. One up and one down here in the inning. I tell you what, seeing you over here, it's always a good time. And I tell you what, one thing that I can proudly say, and I'm not just joshing you, I'm serious.
You better stop.
No, you are definitely one of my favorite athletic directors, not just in Southeast Missouri, but in this entire state. You do just an amazing job at Dexter, and I always love it when we get a chance to go over to your facility.
Well, I appreciate that. And I haven't seen you lately.
I know we don't. We got to play you more often.
That's right. Well, you've been doing all that tornado coverage and doing such a superb job. So
I told my wife, she's on the magazine cover. I asked her earlier, can I have her autograph? She didn't know what to say.
Well, you might have something to do with that, but yeah.
Pop up here to the first baseman. What a catch there by Howard. I tell you what, your ball team over here in Dexter, very good, and they're well coach kids, and they're just all good around human beings.
Yeah, they're a fun group. They've played a lot of baseball over the years, and Coach Edwards has just done a phenomenal job with them. Anytime you see your their kids on the end of the bench up there rooting on their teammates and just having fun, something's going right. And
absolutely.
We've got some good ball players out here, but man, we have a supporting cast in that dugout too, and it's just good to see.
So let me ask you, are you ready for the school year to come to an end? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's possible.
Does it come to an end? It's day by day, isn't it?
It comes an end for me anyway. Tim and I get a small break.
Very good. You deserve it. You deserve it. Unless there's a storm.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, not too much of a break, though. So tell me, what are some good things you guys are working on over there in Dexter right now?
Well, we just recently passed the bond issue.
Yes, you did.
And so soccer is...
Oh, what a line drive to Howard. Didn't mean to cut you off. He just line drive that one, as Cade Huffman did, right at the first baseman. 3 up and 3 down. Instead of going to break here, we're going to keep it right here this time. I don't get a chance to talk to Mr. Dowdy very often, so I don't want to waste the opportunity here. So go ahead and talk about what you guys got going on.
Yeah, we're starting soccer in the fall.
That's awesome, by the way.
Yeah, it's boys and girls. We're going to try to begin with, and then obviously the numbers grow. Girls could be on the horizon in the spring. But, we working on that, trying to get some games scheduled. So we've probably got 8 to 10 already slated for next year. So we're excited about that. Anytime you can bring a new activity for the kids to participate in, it's exciting. So we'll see how that goes.
I told you I was an all-stater in soccer, right?
No. Well, you didn't apply for the job.
Well, I wasn't. I was just kidding.
Okay, very good.
I'm a horrible soccer player.
Well, I don't know a whole lot about soccer, so I'm ready to learn. But that's neat. We're gonna start breaking ground on a field here July 1.
Wow.
And updating. That's going to be west of our existing football field. So that's exciting. And then we're adding some safety measures to all of our buildings, the entrances, just to make those more secure. And especially our high school, it's going to come out to the north end. It's going to be a nice little entrance. So it's we're very fortunate to all of our community. Where you can tell they're very supportive of our school, and we have some unbelievable facilities. So we're very thankful.
Well, I got to ask you, and we're going to get started here, Tim, if you don't mind. Let's show that outfield camera here for Mr. Dowdy here. I want to get your thoughts on this camera angle right here. Okay. If you're watching it on TV, look at that.
That's nice.
Is that not cool?
That is nice.
Tim
did you just add this, Tim?
We did. Yeah, Tim added this year.
Nice.
Tim is like never satisfied with a broadcast. We're always trying to be better, and it doesn't get much better than this.
It does not.
Instant replay. We've got this camera angle. I'm just saying.
Very nice. You guys should be commended.
Think about what we can do for you.
Well, come on over.
Come on over, indeed.
Yeah, and it is nice that Tim got some love. So good for
Tim,
you.
He's great. He is great.
No question. No question. Does he have his green drink over there?
No, I didn't bring one today.
Okay.
I should have brought one, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It's been
sorry.
a whirlwind.
When I think of you, I think of your green drink.
I know you do. It's crazy. So talk about here, I know we're in baseball season as we get ball one rather taken inside to Houston and Neely. Let's talk about your other programs, obviously, and I know football season, you guys were phenomenal. I'm assuming you guys are looking forward to maybe doing the exact same thing next season.
Yeah, we hope so. Needless to say, we did. We had a phenomenal football season. Again, another coach that's come in here the last 3 years and just done a phenomenal job getting the kids in the weight room. Kids are excited. Our numbers are up, 50 to 60 kids, and we're losing a lot, but we've got some other kids on the horizon that can fill some spots. So we're excited to get
ground
to
ball
see if we can.
to Johnson over to first base in time. A one up and a one down. So, and I know that it's not going to happen this year or this next year coming up. What are your thoughts on? Do you think it's ever going to happen again where Bluff and Dexter might play each other down the road in football sometime?
Kent and I actually talked about this, for this upcoming session, and our rotation, I should say, and just couldn't work it out. But I could see that happening, no doubt.
A lot of fun. I just hope that I know a guy that might let us in the press box.
I think you know that guy.
I think I do. I got a cell phone number.
Yeah. So, when I think about that, you bringing that up, as a kid, that was the first game of the year growing up.
Oh, yeah.
My family would bring me over here. I remember walking behind how the press box, the stands were on the other side of the field, and that's a good memory. So just not playing Poplar Bluff is something that I can't really get used to. But it's been several years since we played.
It's been several years. Ground out once again to Miles Johnson at 2 up and 2 down. I'll tell you what, we have been fortunate the last few years to where we have been going to your place for the Jamboree, but you guys always go above and beyond because honestly, not many radios cover Jamborees. We do, and you guys
of course you do.
Go above and beyond to make sure that we have the Wi-Fi that we need, the location. You even bring us drinks as well, and nobody ever does that.
That's good to know. Yeah, we try to take care of you, especially you guys. When you come in, you're so professional. You always communicate in the right manner, and I always know you're coming, so that's appreciated when you're in my role.
Well, to be honest with you, you usually know I'm coming because I usually get a hold of you at midnight sometimes saying, hey, we're going to be by your office here pretty soon.
Yeah. No, I miss you. I haven't seen. That's why I thought
I'm glad you
up
did
here
because
and shake your hand.
I was telling Tim before we went on the air that I always love when Bluff plays Dexter because you guys are class acts all the way. Even the fans watching from Dexter right now, we're giving them some shout outs. We love when other schools get a chance to watch, and we love great players when they come over to play. And you guys have it all.
For sure. And we do. Our fan base has been off the charts this year, but obviously success helps that. But, our football team and won the first district in several years. Same thing with cross country. We had a lot of state playoff runs.
Absolutely.
And that's just unique to Dexter. So, we've already had 3 teams go to the postseason and beyond. And if the cards fall right, this baseball team can do the same thing. And we also have a great golf team like you guys do.
Yes.
So we're excited. It's a fun time to be at Dexter.
Base hit by Justice Lovelady. I'm excited that you're wearing a mule shirt up here. That's pretty cool. No, I'm kidding. He's not doing that.
Where's the camera?
There's no camera up here. We turn that sucker off. We know better. Runner on first base, 2 down. And, we always have a good time. When you and I get together, it's always a great time. Time to be serious, time to be fun. Strike one right down the middle. Good pitch there by Noah Spain. I'll tell you what, conference coming up next week. I know the Mules are seeded number 1, Dexter number 5. it's going to be a good 4 or 5 matchup between
Sure.
Dexter and Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking Jackson, a 4 seed, that should tell you something, how competitive this conference is. So I thought that was a pretty tough draw for us, but you got to beat them all, as we all know.
What a backhand by Miles Johnson. What a play. And that one was a bang play. Johnson backhands it, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of inning number 5. Mules lead 4-0. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
At Air Solutions, your home's comfort matters. And for many years, Air Solutions has been the area's trusted local name for heating and cooling. Their unmatched expertise keep your home running perfectly and comfortably year-round. Whether that's keeping you cool in summer, warm in winter, or the lights on during a power outage, Air Solutions' skilled professionals are ready to serve you. And they always respect your time and hard-earned money. For reliable and honest service, trust Air Solutions in Poplar Bluff, 573-840-0844.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
All right, so we are back now, and of course we are in the home half of inning number 5, and I got to do this the right way. Josh Dowdy is leaving. We appreciate him, everything he does. He is a class act all the way, no doubt about that. I mean that too. He is great. Love having him on the program. We are in at the bottom of the 5th inning now, and for the Mules, it'll be Tabanera, Bell, and Tanchavez all due up. Mules lead by 4 runs. First pitch is a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. And that's one thing that we do here on this program. We love having other schools' athletic directors come on, other coaches. We'll give credit. Oh, what a good stop there by Lovelady. Tabanera grounds it right back to the pitcher, and what a defensive stop by Justice Lovelady. So now Brent Bell coming up to the plate now. We are already in the 5th inning. It goes a 1-3 on the out and 1 away. Bell now has been hit by a pitch. He has singled and scored on a stolen base. Correction, he was walked in the 3rd inning with a stolen base, and he came around to score. There's another hit. This one by Bell. This one gets out to center field. Boy, good pitch there by Lovelady, and Bell was all over that one. Bell is on first base. And now coming up to the plate now, Ryan Tanchavez. Mules leading by 4 runs here in the ball game. I'll tell you what, Dan, we're going to work on that, my friend. We're going to work on getting some cameras here in the press box for the interviews. We'll try to do that. I tell you what, it's always moving parts. Baseball is so hard to cover, no doubt about that. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 the count. Runner takes off. What a shot by Tanchavez. This one is going to be caught near the warning track. Boy, Tanchavez, he got a hold of that one. Took that one to deep left field. 2 down in the inning. And now Clayton Schock is coming up to the plate. Schock tripled his first time. Correction, tripled his last time, I should say. It is a 4-0 game inside. Pitch is a ball, and ball 1 now to Clayton Schock, who is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Lovelady has gone 4 2 3rd inning so far. About to throw pitch number 79. Boy, that ball nearly got away. Good heads-up play by Howard. Did you see how fast Coach Mathis moved on first base? I don't think he's moved that fast since high school. This one is outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike, or make that 2 balls and no strikes rather. 2-0 the count. Coming up on 6 p.m. Glad to have you alongside. Here is the pitch. Good pitch. This one just caught enough of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. So next week, Mules will have a game on Monday now, a game added to our schedule. We'll take on East Carter. That game will be, I'm hoping that we're able to get that game moved to about 5 p.m. We'll see what happens. As of right now, I believe it's set for 4:30 is what we're thinking the game will be. Runner takes off, and they're not going to have a play. Bell once again stealing second base. It is a 3-1 count now. Bell with his second stolen base of the ball game. Boy, Mules read that perfectly. 3-1, make it ball 4, and now Mules have runners on first and second base with 2 down. And we're going to see Coach Edwards coming out now to the plate. Miles Johnson coming up to the plate now. So a 2-out walk, and that might be all for Lovelady. We'll see if he takes the ball. I think he does. Yep, we're going to have a new pitcher on the mound. So let's step away for about 30 or make that 90 seconds. We'll come back, and we'll have much more. Mules lead by 4 runs. We're back in 90 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a 3rd-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Well, we're not going to have a mound, or I should say a pitching change after all. They decide to go ahead and leave Lovelady in the game. And first pitch is in there for a call. Strike 2, Miles Johnson. Johnson now in the 9th spot. He is 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Oh, a good pitch there. Swing and a miss. It is no balls and 2 strikes now. One ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Runners take off, double steal, and he is safe. Oh my goodness, Dexter, are they calling him out? They're going to call him out. I thought they said safe, and they call him out, and Bell is gunned down at 3rd base. We'll be back in 1 minute. The side is retired. Mules leave a runner on first base. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Welcome to Ozark Total Healthcare. Here we understand that every family's healthcare needs are unique. Whether you're looking for primary care, behavioral health, physical therapy, or hospice care, our compassionate team is here to support you in every stage of life. Plus, our comprehensive pharmacy and medical equipment service means you can find everything you need right under one roof. Remember, at Ozark Total Healthcare, it's one call, one team, one solution. Visit ozarktotalhealthcare.com or call 573-686-5510 to learn more.
So we are back now as we get ready for the top of inning number 6. It'll be Howard, Miller, and Booker all due up. It is 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Dexter Bearcats. Overcast skies here in Poplar Bluff. We will begin, by the way, on Monday, we begin the OFC coming up. That should be a lot of fun. Can't wait for that one to begin. Looks like, Timbo, that we're going to be settling in for quite a few games next week. It's going to be busy, no doubt. Here is the opening pitch here in the inning, and there's a called strike. No balls and one strike. No balls and one strike here. Oh, and 1 the count. Here is the next offering. There's a fly ball. This one looks like it's going to stay in play. And what a catch by Tanchavez out there in a foul territory. 1 down here in the inning. Boy, great job by Tanchavez, able to stay with it. One down here in the inning. Jackson Miller now coming up. Miller is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out to shortstop his last time. Inside pitch is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 ball and no strikes here. We are in the top of inning number 6. Mules lead 4-2, or make that 4-0 rather. I'm not sure where I got 2 from. Don't ask. Been a long, long day. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here is the 1-1 offering. There's a rip. This one to right field. Huffman is going to make a catch. Goes up and makes the play. 2 down in the inning. What a great job by Cade Huffman. Had to go up and make a jumping catch. 2 down in the inning.
Number 6, Gibson Booker.
And now Gibson Booker coming up to the plate now. 2 down here in the inning. Booker is 0 for 2 this afternoon. I know we're talking about baseball here, obviously, but my phone's been going crazy with people that are just excited and saying so many very kind things about my family and I, who are honored for the tornado coverage that we did back in March and April. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's overwhelming of how many folks that all the kind words and whatnot. I really appreciate it, and I couldn't do this without my family, no doubt about it. My wife has been behind me every step of the way. She lets me put work first when it matters the most, and without her, we're not going to be able to do this. And so proud of my son for what he's been able to do as a 14-year-old. There's a ground ball hit sharply to Cooper, and he will step on the bag, and the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down. We are going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Johnson, Hall, and Spain when we come back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Pizza Inn wants to know, what's your favorite slice? Is it our classic Supreme in all its warm, cheesy goodness? Or maybe it's the Meaty Max with its perfect combination of flavors and textures. And don't forget the fan favorite chocolate chip cookie dessert pizza, a mouth-watering masterpiece. Your Poplar Bluff Pizza Inn serves up all your favorites, so no matter what slice you crave, Pizza Inn will satisfy. Pizza Inn, where family and flavor meet.
Baldwin Toyota presents the benefits of owning a Toyota. Fuel efficiency. Toyota pioneered hybrid technology combining gasoline and electric power for optimal fuel economy. Reliability. Toyota vehicles are known for their durability and longevity, reducing the risk of costly repairs. A strong resale value. Toyota owners are more likely to fetch a higher price compared to similar models from other brands. Experience these benefits and more firsthand at Baldwin Toyota.
It is 6:02. I'm Frankie Castile. So glad to have you alongside. Tim Hicks is running the camera, And we are so happy to be here live with you in Poplar Bluff as the Bearcats, they have made a change at the guard. And on the mound here for the Dexter Bearcats, it is Trey Patillo. He is making his 5th appearance overall here in this season. Carrier still on third base here, by the way. Patillo, his earned run average is over 7 at 7.875. He has pitched 10 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 12 runs, 12 earned. He's walked 8, struck out 11. He is 0-2 this season, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike. This one is popped up and right at the second baseman as Hall is out. Here is the pitch. And in there for a called strike. No balls and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike. This one is ripped. Oh, 2 the count now. 1 down here in the inning. Outside pitch is a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one is a ball, or I should say a strike. Foul to the screen. So Patillo is the pitcher right now. This one is popped up. Spain, 3 straight foul balls in a row. And just misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls and 2 strikes. Here is the 3-2 pitch on the way. There's a rip, and this one deep out there. This one in the gap, and what a catch! What a catch by Nolan Alford. Watch this instant replay. Wow! What a play by Nolan Alford in center field. That is a highlight reel right there. Wow. What an absolute play that was by Nolan Alford. Now the first pitch is called a ball to Bryce Dobbs. 2 down in the inning. Unbelievable. There's a rip right at the second baseman, and the side is retired. All right, we are going to the 7th inning. Mules lead by 4 runs. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. As the name suggests, Barker's does more than just towing.
Here at Barker's, we offer a complete line of automotive services, including tires, brakes, alignments, maintenance, and repair.
And for our car enthusiasts, you'll enjoy our speed shop for quality performance parts.
We are locally owned and look forward to earning your business.
And for those times that you need a tow, Barker's Towing is available 24/7 for all of your towing and auto recovery needs.
It's Barker's by request. 573-785-7811.
Here at Mossy Oak Properties Mozark Realty, our clients come first. Our team of full-time agents go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. At a glance, we are outdoorsmen, but if you dig deeper, you will find real estate experts ready to help you write the next chapter of your life. Contact any of the full-time agents of Mozark Realty at 712-2252 or online at mozark.com.
All right, so here we go now. It is the 7th inning time, top of inning number 7. And for the Mules, Noah Spain back in to try to close out this ball game for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Mules lead it by a score of 4-0. We'll see if they're able to hold the fort down. Mules looking for their 10th win of the season. And let's see if they are able to get this here in the top of inning number 7. Spain going out there looking for his 5th win of the season. His team is up by 4 runs here this afternoon. And let's see what the Mules are able to do. By the way, we do have a new game schedule for Monday now, so keep that in mind. Pitches on who? Oh. Spain is about to throw pitch number 71. One ball and, or make that no balls and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike here as Spain in the 7th inning now. Mules are looking to close out the door. This one is popped up. This one is playable. Cooper is making the catch. He was a little bit off balance, but still came down with it. 1 down here in the inning. It goes F3 on the out. There is 1 down here in the inning. By the way, coming up after this ball game, we'll be joined by Coach John David Patillo. He is going to join us coming up here momentarily, assuming the Mules are able to hold on to this win. Ball 1 taken, 1 ball and no strikes now to Connor Hankins. Strike, good pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike now. It's a 1-1 count. One the count. This one is popped up down that first base line. This one, though, will get out of play indeed. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. We are in the 7th inning. 1 away. One down here in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, number 9, Houston Neely.
So now Houston Neely coming up to the plate now. 2 down in the inning. 2 away. Mules now down, or I should say the Bearcats rather, down to their last out. One hour and 36 minutes. 1 ball and no strikes. There's a ground ball. This one hit to Cooper, and he will step on the bag. And the Mules are going to win this ball game. 1 hour and 36 minutes. Noah Spain picks up his 5th win of the season. We'll have highlights and totals coming up as the Mules now are victorious. They go on to win. Final score is 4-0. We're back in just a moment on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. So the Mules picking up a 4-0 win this afternoon over the Dexter Bearcats. Mules now move to 10-9 on the season. Coming up next, we're going to be joined by the head coach of Poplar Bluff, Coach John David Patillo. We'll welcome him in just a moment and get his thoughts on this game here this afternoon. As the Mules are victorious, they go on to win. Final score of 4-0. And joining us right now is a head coach here, John David Patillo. And, Coach, thank you so much for coming up, and we'll see you next time. All right, no, I'm kidding around, Coach. I'll tell you what a great ball game your Mules played. Offensively, they got it going early, but it was, I thought, defensively, we were so sound here today. And I know that your boys wanted it. I know Dexter wanted it. It was all around a good ball game all the way around.
Yeah, it was. I thought we played, really well in all phases. Like you said, offensively, we could pick some things and want to, be better. But when you got a pitcher that throws a lot of strikes and the game goes pretty quickly, a lot of times your score's a lot lower.
Absolutely. And, of course, it's amazing to see what you guys were able to do. So let's go to the first thing first here. I'm going to get to Spain in just a moment. How crucial was that big RBI triple in the third inning by Clayton Schalk?
Yeah,
he hit that on the screws.
Yes, he did. And he's been hitting the ball, and been real impressed with him all year, early. We talked about the fact that we thought he could hit for us.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, we're using him to DH, and of course he's backing up as a catcher, and he can play a little bit in the outfield. But the big thing is he's given us a boost offensively.
He really is. Yep. And then let's talk about on the mound, Spain once again doing his thing. Before we get to Spain, Miles Johnson, he delivered today in the 9 spot. And, boy, that bunt to third base was absolutely amazing. Great call, Coach.
I didn't call that.
You didn't call that?
I sure did not.
Well, I like that. Good for you.
And the thing about, Miles knows that when he struggles, that's always a part of his game that he can utilize. And, he's smart enough today to use it. Now, all of a sudden, you've got that third baseman playing inside, and now if he pulls one in the hole, which I think one of his hits was pulled over in the hole, you've got that third baseman out of the play. And so, it just helps his all-around game there.
It really does. And, of course, you look at the other facets of the ball game. Talking about Noah Spain, first inning, 2 runners on, nobody out, but then he came back, struck the next 4 batters out, and then from there it was all uphill for the Mules.
Yeah, he was on just like he has been. We know what we're getting when he's on the mound. That's the thing. And when everybody else can get comfortable behind him, the defensive team is up and ready to play because they know they're either going to, get some quick balls to them, or, he's going to get us a strikeout.
Absolutely. And now, how big was this win for your boys here today, obviously? Now, the game is over, 4-0 shutout win. It didn't mean anything when it came to the conference seeding or whatnot. We're already a 1 seed. But for the demeanor and for the morale of this team, they wanted it pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. And, when they come over and start acting the way they did before the game, I'm pleased with how the kids reacted to it, and just came to compete, and we're ready to play, and we didn't let all the distraction and all the silliness affect us.
Absolutely. On a side note, I do know that rumor has it that Miss Patillo, what's the matter? Am I saying the wrong thing? Okay.
No.
I was going to say Miss Patillo won some Cardinal tickets, I believe. I'll be happy to take her if you don't want to.
Cardinal tickets?
I thought so. Maybe some vouchers or
Coach
whatnot.
Patillo won.
No. I think it said Kathleen Patillo. I'll be happy to go with her if you want.
I think she'll probably take me.
Okay, gotcha.
Hopefully.
So we got a couple days off, and I did say this on the air. Hope you don't mind. We added a game to our schedule on Monday. I believe it's around 4:30 as of right now. Maybe a little bit later, hopefully, but more on that later.
Yep.
East Carter coming to town.
Yep.
Should be a pretty good ball game.
Yeah. Coach Boyer called me, and they were needing a game. This will be a good chance for us to jump in and get our pitchers more work and get to see more live arms and get prepared for the end of the week.
So, obviously, what will you guys do between now and Monday to get ready for another exciting week of Mules baseball?
We're going to relax.
We're going to relax, he says. I like it.
I'm going to go hang out with my grandchildren.
Good.
That's what I'm looking to do.
So who can we talk to tonight live on the program?
It looks like you've got Miles and you've got Noah here. So
all right.
These guys are ready to go.
We'll get Noah on first, and then we'll go to Miles. How about that?
All right, buddy.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So you betcha. So Noah Spain, we'll let him jump on the mic here real fast. We'll let him get all situated, and then we'll welcome him into the program. He knows how the format is. And first off, congratulations on the victory here this afternoon. Let's go to the first inning. First and foremost, they were able to get 2 runners on, nobody out, an air first to begin the game, and then a quick walk, and then you took over, dominating, striking out the next 4 batters. What was that like?
Yeah, they came out, put the ball in play. We ended up making a quick error, but that didn't let that affect us, and I walked the next guy, but got some rosin on my hands, felt a little bit more confident, just started dealing and trusting my stuff, trusting my defense, and just throwing strikes, get the job done. That's what we did.
I was going to say the defense here, they worked hard for you all way around. I thought one of the best plays in all the game was a couple of them, actually. I thought Drew Cooper on that extension by Miles Johnson, great throw at shortstop from him to Drew Cooper on first base. Cooper made that extension for the out, and then Cade Huffman had to go up high for a ball, line drive right his way. Your defense, no doubt about it, they were behind you every step of the way.
Yeah, for sure. they make those plays all the time, and they earn their spots out there. Cade being a dog, and Drew being a dog, Miles, Marcus, everybody around the horn, in the outfield. Just, they earn their spots out there. We trust them, and they make plays for me.
So one thing I wanted to ask you that I know your mom's not around, so don't worry about her anyway. I want to know, what does this season really mean to you now that we're getting to the end of April, beginning of May coming up? Obviously, we're on the back end now of the season, which means your senior season coming to an end. Is it setting in now that this is going to be it for Noah Spain in a few weeks?
I try not to think about it. I have one goal on my mind, and that's to win a district title and go on to a state title. So I'm going to do everything in my power to try and win and work hard for this team. So it is coming to an end, but you're going to see the best of Noah Spain that you've ever seen.
That's what I want to say right there. And, of course, one thing about our interviews I love more than anything, you always do a great job. So take us home. Who do you want to thank tonight?
I want to thank all my family back home. I know they tune in and listen. My grandma, my grandpa, my great aunt, my cousins, my uncles, my aunts. They always support me and text me after games and keep up. And I'm just happy to have them, and they support me. And I'm so grateful for them, and I'm glad to call them family.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
the win. 5th win of the season. Go enjoy it. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, so this next guy, I've been waiting patiently to get him on the program. Just an all-around nice kid all the way around. Mules at shortstop, Miles Johnson. So glad to have you alongside. First off, walk us through that bunt there. When you came up, your first at-bat, beautiful bunt down that third base line, and then stole second base. A base hit by Spain brought you in. It was small ball that got us going. Was that designed the whole time?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
He says absolutely it was.
When I stepped into the box, I looked down at third base. I usually always do to get a sign from coach, and I just noticed he was a little far back and a little too fast for that. So, and Dallas told me before that at bat, like before that inning, because I was batting 9-hole, he was like, hey, if you get one down, he's not going to be able to get there before you're at first. So just go ahead. If it's there, lay it down. If it's not, go ahead and swing the bat. And I was like, all right. So, and it ended up working out. So
I want to go back a couple of games ago, and you said this yourself. You struggled at shortstop, obviously, but since then we've seen a whole different Miles Johnson. What about that game made you stop and take a step back and reevaluate? Because since that time, it has been 100% different.
Well, usually I can slow the game down kind of at short. Like I can read plays before like they're actually in motion. Me and Marcus are always talking, always moving. And the last couple of games, that wasn't there. Everything was getting sped up on me. I was getting balls too deep. Like I was just getting ate up. So I had to take a break, went to go talk to Coach Mathis. We did some fielding drills, got my hands right, and we're back.
Absolutely. We're back indeed. So today, obviously, it didn't mean anything for the seedings, but we're the number 1 seed coming up next week in the conference. But you guys wanted this win tonight, right?
Absolutely. We want to win every single game we can. We're going to work to win every single game, too.
So when you learned that you guys were the number 1 seed coming up next week in the conference, we got to host a game here on Friday night. What did that mean to you and this baseball team?
It means to the team that we're going to have to work absolutely 10 times harder than we have yet, because we're going to have everybody's best coming at us.
Absolutely. The number 1 seed, you better believe it. We're going to have everybody's best and then some. And then, obviously, between now and then, we've got 2 more games left. We're going to play Monday against East Carter at home. We're going to play on Tuesday. We're going to play here against Oran. So what will you guys do between now and Monday to get ready for another exciting week of high school baseball?
Probably the same thing we've been doing. Really focusing in on what all we're doing wrong in games and what we're doing right. Keep bettering the stuff we're doing right and fixing the stuff that we're doing wrong.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, I'm so glad they finally get you on the air for a change. Well-deserved, a great ball game indeed. Anybody you want to say hi to, maybe watching right now from Miles Johnson?
They're not. They are watching because they out there.
They out there. They out there.
My mom, my dad, my sister. My whole fam. Love
I'll tell you what, man. Congratulations. Go enjoy the victory. Get some rest. We'll see you on Monday.
Yes, sir.
You bet you are. Junior shortstop and catcher Miles Johnson. Big game at the plate. A better effort on the field as well. Johnson getting it done, and the Mules are victorious here today. Final score, 4-0. The Mules now, they get their 10th win of the season, really kind of setting them up now for what could be a really good week of high school baseball coming up when the Mules get ready for the conference play, which will begin next Friday right here in Poplar Bluff. Can't wait for that because it's all going to go down starting next Friday night, and we're going to be here to bring you the live coverage of those games, so make sure and get ready for that. All right, coming up, we're going to get you back to regular programming coming up, and that is on the way here in just a few moments. We will get you back to regular programming. In the meantime, let's run through a couple of house cleaning notes, and then we will get out of here for the night and get you back on Monday for some more baseball action coming up between Poplar Bluff and East Carter on Monday. Let's thank our sponsors first and foremost. They include First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, also being brought to you by Russians Towing, Baldwin Toyota, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners, Mossy Oak Properties, Poplar Bluff Monument Works, and being brought to you by Pizza Inn, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, Country Road Market, Subway, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Edmondson and Holt Attorneys at Law, and being brought to you by Maverick Glass, Senator Jason Bean, and Ozark Total Healthcare, our Mule sponsors for this 2025 baseball season. All right, so that's going to be it for us. We are going to get out, and we'll be back on Monday. I'll be live at the OFC. Tim and I will be, and then we'll be back for Monday night for some more high school baseball. Be watching, be tuning in. Until then, for Tim Hicks, I'm Frankie Castile. We're saying so long from Poplar Bluff. Mules get the win, 4-0. You've been watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.